Hi, my name is Paul. I'm the commercial director at Hill Interiors. Bit of a fancy name, but it just means that I get involved across quite a few different functions within the company. So from sales and marketing and customer service all the way through to warehousing, HR. I get involved across many aspects of the business. I joined Hills about 3-4 years ago. I actually came to the business and had a chat with Julian and talked about their marketing and how they went about doing things, and got to the point where Julian said, why don't you come and join our team? And so that's where it started in its infancy. 3 years on, sat next to Julian now as commercial director, and really looking to drive the company forward. For me, the best part about being part of the Hills family is that there is really a family ethos throughout the business. Nick, the owner of the company, it's his business and he leads from the front in that regard. So he'll come down and offload containers with the guys. We'll have people from customer service helping out another department offloading containers because they need to get orders out for the customers. We are still small enough that we care, and we've got people within the company that do go the extra mile, and they care about our customers and they care about the business, and that's just fantastic to see. So what might people at work not know about me? Probably that I'm a fan of Michael Flatley, so I've been to see Riverdance and recently went to, she's in Michael Flatley, but Spirit of the Dance. So that was something that at quite a young age I came across and quite enjoyed. Don't ask me to do any of that Irish dancing for you because it'll crack your screen, but that's something people might not know about me. So what do I do in my downtime? For me, downtime is work clothes off, shorts and flip-flops on, and just time with my family. I've got 3 girls, aged 1, 3 and 5, so they keep my downtime very busy, and so I spend loads of time with them and my wife. Office comedian, or the funniest person in the office, I think, is Spud, Anthony Pyman, our finance director. Got a great story in him, and quick, and guaranteed a laugh on a night out with him. I'd have to say the office prankster is unfortunately probably me. Air horns under people's seats and things like that have taken place in my tenure at Hills. I think probably somebody with the most points, maybe our buying director, Ben Hawkins. However, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a dark horse, like somebody like Annabelle, because she does know where the right pedal is and gets into the floor fairly hard. What advice would I give my younger self? That saying that youth is wasted on the young is so true. I'd probably tell myself to be wiser with my money, to get my head down earlier and crack on. I enjoyed my student years and the years after that, and I think if I'd got stuck in earlier, I could have been in a better position than I am now, in many regards. Probably slightly controversial, but I would probably want to sit down with somebody I was named after. Paul from about 30 AD. He was Apostle Paul, and I just think the amount of stuff you read about him and the stuff that he's written is just amazing, and I'd just love to sit down and pick his brain and ask him what he meant by some of it. Oh, that's a difficult one. There are so many places that I would want to go. I think growing up, I always had two places I wanted to go. I wanted to go South America, Amazon jungle. So that's probably one place I would love to get to. And I also wanted to go more Serengeti, so Botswana, up into Africa. I love the idea of just getting in the 4x4, getting everything on that you need, and just going for a month and just living out there and just truly being in nature. Oh, I would love to do that. As you can probably pick up from my dulcet tones, I'm not a true Yorkshireman like most of the team up at Hills. I grew up in Cape Town in South Africa, which is an absolutely beautiful part of the world. Yorkshire is beautiful and rolling hills and that, where Cape Town is a different beauty. It's the contrast, it's the blue sea and the green and brown mountains and the white beach sand, and it is just a beautiful place to grow up, and I was truly blessed to grow up in that place, and then to move across to the United Kingdom and to come to a beautiful Yorkshire. I've truly lived in two of the most beautiful places in the world, I believe, and that's just been fantastic to experience. I ended up moving across to the UK in my early 20s because all my family was actually already living in the UK. My two sisters were down in London. My parents were living up in Yorkshire in a little city called Ripon. And I used to come across on holidays and visit them fairly frequently. It got to the point where I either needed to start settling down in South Africa and making a life for me there, or I needed to make the move across to the UK, and I was still young enough to do that. So I made the move. I then ended up getting married to a Yorkshire Ripon lass, which means I'm never leaving Ripon again. So we've been here for now for 10, 12 years kind of thing, and really enjoyed it. Yeah, well, when I was growing up, I just love the outdoors. You can't grow up in South Africa and not just be outside. So as a kid, I was on the sports field every afternoon till it got dark, came inside. I've been stung by how many bees, I've run away from snakes. I've spent my life outdoors in South Africa. And I just loved wildlife. So growing up, I wanted to be a game ranger and go out and actually spend time in the beautiful creation and just look at animals and take care of things like that. However, progressing through school, I realized that even though I did fine in biology, I didn't enjoy it. And so it kind of pushed me down another direction. To me, home means a vast array of things, but I think at the very core, it means family to me. It means a place of fun and laughter and the people you care about. Yes, a home is a building with things that you can put in it, which will make it look beautiful. But a true home is a place where there's love and there's support and there's people that get alongside you in the difficult times and are able to enjoy the good times with you. For me, that's home. I haven't worked in many other companies as a director, so I'm not quite sure if this is different to other companies, but we do have a fantastic dynamic amongst the directors. There's 5 of us in total, including Nick, the owner, and we all bring different things to the table. So, for instance, I'm very long-term strategy wise. I like to put a plan in place and work towards that, and I feel the better the plan, based on the more information and data you have now, the less fires you need to put out on a day-to-day basis. But that complements somebody like Julian, who is the managing director. Julian is very focused on the here and now, and so he will be making things happen around us. But together, it works well. Then you've also got somebody like Ben in buying, and Spud in the finance, that actually we're all good mates as well. So you could easily find us on the golf course together, or a few of us out shooting together, or just down at a point-to-point on a Saturday, watching horses kind of thing. So there's a great dynamic. There's also the friendship and the depth of relationship there, that we can be honest with each other in quite difficult decisions at times, and we can talk things through. So no, it is quite a different dynamic, I imagine, to a lot of places, but that is also led through the family ethos, and a lot of our decisions we try and let that family ethos come through.